Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. And I've accepted it. Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. Damage, damage goods. I will build this bridge and get over it.
Yeah. You know, we all been through something. And I can tell you, I am definitely damaged. Damaged goods. Yeah, you know it. Check it. I'm damaged goods. Return to sender. Many people will not remember what I be coming with, but I'm running quick on the microphone, and my stomach's sick, and I be pushing until there's nothing up in it. I could do this for more than another minute, and I could do this for hours, and I could open my chest, open heart surgery. I'm hopeless bet. I'm a hopeless romantic, because I know that I'm gonna be doing this, and it's tragic. I have to be doing this and I'm married to game. And you just see how it happens, well I had to carry it weight. I carry the weight on my back in my mind. I have to do this in the back of my mind. I have to tell myself to keep on pushing forward. Every time a dot wait, I know I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. Building bridges to get over myself. Like I'm an angry troll, I'm knowing myself. Like I got the manual, but I know that I got my habits still. I'm gonna make sure that I'm just pushing up the hill like I'm Sisyphus. I'm doing this the way it needs to be done, so you can see that I'm just pushing towards heaven. And now I'm needing one person to be checking my perspective. Then I can go ahead and check this off my checklist, and I can reassemble it like Voltron, and I can bring it together. And you're wrong if you thinking you can't find your way up out of it, because we imprison ourselves up in our mind. Our habits is killing us every day, slowly or quickly. This is why I'm on this microphone, and you could get me. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. I'm damaged, damaged goods, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it. Damaged goods, damaged good, and I've accepted it. Damaged, damaged goods, damaged good, and I've accepted it. Damaged, damaged goods, damaged good, and I've accepted it. So build a bridge and get over it. Build a bridge and get over it.
Oh, Yogi Bear. Oh, stoned Yogi Bear. Whoa, Zero, you about to give everybody a nip slip. You about to give everybody a nip slip, you know this? You literally just pulled out my whole boob. Huh, you just pulled out my whole boob. You know this? You know this, you crazy? Hey! What do you think? You can just punch me in the head? I will. Dickhead. Don't forget who the fucking boss is. Back up. What's going on, Stone Yogi Bear? I hope you're doing well, my man. Hope everybody's doing great. How's everybody's day so far? I know we just started. We got Zero being a crazy man as always, so you guys will have to pardon me while I make sure that I'm not going to get mauled, or make sure that I do get mauled. Either way, I'm not sure. But I just want to make sure that everything's cool. Yogi, it's good to see you, brother man. Blasted Ass is good to see you. Cindy coming through. I hope everybody's having a good day. Feel free if anybody wants to tell me about anything to do. to do that. Stone Yogi, I was literally just talking about you yesterday. We had a special live yesterday where we hung out with my Wizard Ninja accomplice, and we had a really, really amazing live. Zero, I'm literally actively spending time with you. Can you stop being dumb and, like, either spend time with me or, like, don't play hard to get? You know? You know what you need is you need brushed. That's what you need. I think I'm gonna brush you. Is that cool? Huh? I'm gonna take some of this spare hair out. You got all this spare hair. You got all this spare hair. Yogi, you're next. You're getting the brush next, Yogi, I think. I think that's the only thing that's fair. You got more hair off. You got more hair hanging off that head than Zero got hanging off of his body. Boog Knight, what's happening? Good to see ya. Blasted Asses. Cinny, everybody that we got hanging out with us. We've got Drago the Dragon Lord looking quite low on the health. Also, a little birdie told me, a little witchy rather, a little witchy told me that today may or may not be Drago the Dragon Lord's, I'm sorry, not Drago the Dragon Lord. It might be the Dragon of Hatred's birthday today. So, dummy. So maybe if we see the Dragon of Hatred, we are going to have to show him some super love. Make sure that we show the Dragon of Hatred some super duper love. I do always get him confused with Drago the Dragon Lord. Not the gentleman, just the names. The names. The gentlemen, I definitely don't have a hard time keeping apart, but the names are another story. You realize, Zero, you're a 3D individual messing with a 4D mind. You cunt. How's it going, Boog? Finally started seeing my therapist yesterday. How's that going? I've been busy, got half, and then my fishing license yesterday. I've got a fishing charter coming up soon. What is a fishing charter? What kind of fish? If you know. I'm not sure what a fishing charter is. If you know what kind of fish. Zero, you're such a weirdo. Huh. We can't get our daily dose of taco without the high energy husky, huh? The high energy husky is just part of the morning taco. So I'm super duper excited to talk to you guys about yesterday. I'm super duper excited to talk to you guys in general, but as always, you know, I want to make sure that we at least wait, because I don't want to repeat the same stuff. And also, as you can see, I've got Zero, who clearly has some other plans for the day. Oh, is that Juno? I see. Hi, honey, I'm home. Juno, what's happening? Juno, witchy woman, what's going on? Good to see you. How was the live? How was Skyrim? How was it with the controller versus the keyboard? How's everybody been enjoying watching the witchy play Skyrim? It's like an all-paid 4 fishing trip. They supply the equipment. That's awesome, man. Enjoy. Make sure you take some pictures or something. That should be super fun. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's witchy woman. Good man. Ash is more willing to talk to me again because I'm actually working on me. So overall, good, man. I'm good to hear that, Boog. I'm good to hear that. I'm sorry. I'm glad to hear that, rather. Boog, I'm very glad to hear that. Hello, Zero. Hello, Zero. You got all this hair, dude, just falling out of you, man. It's literally just falling out. You're just harassing me and not letting me brush it. It's just fucking falling out in clumps. Who put Nair in my dog's shampoo? That's the question I have. Who put Nair in Zero's shampoo? Yes, somebody put Nair in your shampoo, I think, brother. I'm just trying to love you. What do you think? I'm just trying to love you. Rude ass. Listen, man, you're not you when you're sober. See, dude, he's spaced out already. He hasn't even hit the shit. Yogi, I don't have any of those for the dog right now. I think I already owe other people like 2 or 1. I know I owe 3 balls 1. I don't know who else I owe 1. But I will make sure that you get that the next time you come in. I'm gonna make sure that I try to get some of those today for you. Stop! You fucking bite in my face, you're done. Go. Go. Yeah, I saw. That's lame, witchy woman. What? Just like I guess you lost power in the house for a second, or was it just the outlet? Is that something that happens often? You leave him the fuck alone, dude. If you're too rough, come here. Come here now. Come on. Guess who's getting brushed? Because if you're too rough on me, you're gonna be too rough for him, and I'm not letting you sit here and fucking abuse the cat just because you want to be an asshole. This hair is just killing me, guys. I don't mean to yell at him, but he deserves that shit when he's acting too rough. You know, he's old enough at this point, and he's just like, he's like a kid, but he's like a spoiled little kid that like gets his way all the time. So like every now and then you just gotta fucking let him know who's boss. That's what happens when with the spoiled kid that gets their way all the time. You kind of just gotta show them that don't happen. Dude, he's got so much hair falling out. It's just, and it's not like it's falling out. Like if anybody doesn't know, Huskies, they get like multiple coats throughout the year. So this is just that. But oh my God, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot. I'm glad that he's being calm because he's usually not this calm. It would be less calm if he made brushing him easy, but he really, really doesn't. He really, really doesn't. No, it was the entire house. There was no reason for it. Well, that sucks because then not only do you have to wait for your computer and everything to get back up, you have to wait for your Wi-Fi, which usually takes, you know, a couple of minutes in itself. So yeah, witchy woman, I'm sorry that you had to deal with that. That's happened to me once or twice. I don't remember exactly what the reason was or when, but I just remember. I remember that happening once or twice. We got Megan hanging out with us. Blasted asses with the med song. It's take your fucking meds time, take your fucking meds time. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Say there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Take your fucking meds, take your fucking meds, or I'm gonna hit you with a baseball bat. Take your fucking meds, take your fucking meds, or I'm gonna hit you with a baseball bat. Also, witchy woman, I can't express to you how disgusted I am with the fact that my clip thing wasn't working. Earlier when you did your cover of The Best Part of Waking Up is Tacos in Your Butt. I tried so hard. Harder than the than the shells of the tacos that are in my butt. I tried so hard to get that clipped, but apparently it did not want me to. So, because it just wasn't letting me edit it. Like I got the clip, but it wouldn't let me edit it or anything. So I don't know what I got or if it even saved. It kind of just was being wonky afterwards. So I was a little upset. Quote me if violated. I would pay top dollar for Taco to comb my back hair. I want the top dollar. I don't know what dollar it is, but I want the top one. Not multiple dollars, just $1. Just $1. It'll only cost you $1, but I want whatever the top one will be. That means like if you have a stack of dollars, fuck that bottom dollar. Even if it's like a $100 bill, I want whatever that top dollar is. Even if it's a 5 or a 1, I'll take that top dollar. I don't care if it's a stack of hundreds, but I want that top dollar, whatever that shit may be. Quote me if violated with the gifted sub. Oh my goodness. Any particular reason why 3 ML armies are streaming at the same time? Who else is streaming? I know of one person who may be streaming. I'm not sure who the third one would be. Also, I mean, people don't really need a reason to go live. I've been going live for as long as I can remember at this time. So that's why I'm going live. You're more than welcome to use your own context clues or infer or ask others why they're going live. Don't really know. I only even know of one other person. I just checked. The only other people that I can see definitely aren't just Ao Mao Army. So they definitely have their own stuff going on. Book says, it was me. I completely replaced it with Nair. I'm trying to make the first Siamese Husky. Well, bro, I'm about to make you the first Husky fur coat. You really need to breathe easy and slow. Follow me and breathe easy and slow. Let's see here. The whole country of Canada had that a week ago. It was horrible for them. Because I didn't realize I don't need to pay him to comb my back hair. I still have the coupon he gave me. Hey, that's true. Good for one free back brush. Because Life started doing it at 10 a.m. and Taco's always this time, and Green Eyes comes on 2 hours prior. It's just amazing to see everyone. Glad you're home, though. Glad Juno's home, or you're glad I'm home? Either way, I'm glad we're both home. Yes, Witchy Woman's been going live prior to the Taco Man for a long time, so if she was the one that you're talking about as one of the other Army members, that time slot is not new to Witchy Woman. She just was waiting for me to come on so she could get the raid popping. The gifted sub to Luke Duke. Yo, nosy bonk. What's going on? Welcome in. Coma Fat Man's back, and he'll purr like a walrus. This is true. I second that notion. Oh yeah, Billy T's. I wouldn't really. I mean, I would obviously consider him Ao Mao Army, but he's been doing the morning streams for a while. Since before he even found the Ao Mao Army, I'm pretty sure Billy's been doing around this time. Canada is under one subscriber for their internet, so half of 3/4 of the country was without. Oh wow. Damn. Thank you, Cinny, for shouting out Quote Me If Violated. Thank you, Quote Me If Violated, for the gifted sub. I really appreciate it. Doesn't make any sense, but I guess it is what it is. I am sitting my happy ass right here. Blasted ass is the perfect taco. Well, like I said, it is what it is. But I appreciate all you guys for being here and checking it out. Most of you guys know that this is definitely, a lifetime that I have been building on for a very long time. So I definitely cannot tell you guys how much I appreciate you spending your time with me. It's no secret that this time in general is not the greatest time to stream. Obviously you don't have as much competition, but you also don't have as many people online. You don't have as many people utilizing Twitch. So, those reasons, among others, are reasons why I chose this time for my live, all those many months ago. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The thing about it is that there's only 24 hours in a day. So you really can't be too critical when somebody decides to start streaming at the same time that you have always streamed. And honestly, actually, I have some big plans for the future that I'm going to run past you guys, between now and the end of the live. I've actually got a few different ideas in mind, but I want to bring it to you guys. I'm going to bring it up to a poll. We're going to be messing around with possibly a schedule change. We may also mess around with the possibility of doing a little bit of both. No matter what, I'm going to keep my 10 a.m. slot, I think. But I may just do a shorter version of it some days or every day, depending on what I feel like doing or what you guys want to do. Because we had a special live yesterday, and it went very, very well. And due to, time constraints, I actually had to do it around 1:15. My normal live is around 10. But it was a lot of fun. It was a whole bunch of fun. Evo Dance, what's going on, brother? How are you feeling? Billy T's, aka Tips and Nips, Tits and Nips, and Tits and Nips. We don't know why things happen, but we can choose where we want to be. Well said, Cindy. At the end of the live. Shout out to Perfect Taco at the end of the live. Well, it's not even the end of the live yet, but thank you, Boog. Good, thank you, thank you. How are you? I'm doing all right. I did see that the wonderful Cindy reached out to me and said that she won the amazing giveaway that Evo was doing yesterday. So shout out to you, Evo. Thank you again for doing that giveaway. And Cindy, congratulations to you. You guys are familiar with Evo, you know, the man who is responsible for at least 50% of my soundtrack in the morning, but, you know, is also just a super caring, super amazing streamer. Make sure that if you guys don't know about him and Baby and the fam, you check him out. I'm going to throw in his little puppy dog, because I spend too much time breaking an arm jerking Evo off. I gotta break an arm jerking his puppy off. Wait a minute, that didn't come out right. You know what? It's a cute dog. Fuck it. I can use the same magnifying and tweezers I use for myself. Just kidding. Baby has huge dick energy, and you know this, Evo. All right, I made it weird. But you said end of the live, and it made me think of the end of the live. Oh, no, for sure. Congrats on winning. All right, cool. Making sure I'm caught up. So, as the title of the live suggests, we're only about 20 minutes in, but we'll go ahead and get started. You know, we're going to be talking about protecting ourselves from other people. Now, this could mean many different things, but I want to make sure that I reiterate and stuff, that way we're all on the same page. You know, protecting yourself from other people physically, mentally, emotionally, verbally, fucking spiritually, basically whatever way makes sense in your head, you know. Just being protected by other people's, not by other people, but being protected from other people's energy or their, you know, emotions. You know, when somebody's having I'm going to throw you an example. When somebody's having a super shitty time, they oftentimes project their emotions onto the people around them. And that requires protection. You know, you need to protect yourself from those types of vibrations, because whether you know it or not, that energy is being absorbed in some way, shape, or form. So that's something that we're going to talk about a little bit today. We're kind of going to leave it open room and kind of see where the chat's mind is. We're also going to, like I said, we're going to be talking about yesterday. We're going to be talking about today. As always, you guys can talk to me about yourselves if there's anything in particular that anybody has to bring to the table, such as Juno, you know, with his amazing question as he posed this morning. A very, very good question that you know, I do not have the answers to. But, you know, that's the thing, is I don't always have the answers. I'm not here just sharing answers. I'm pretty much just here to give everybody somewhere to feel welcome, somewhere to feel supported, somewhere to feel like somebody genuinely actually gives a fuck. And we have a whole room full of people who do that. So, and we've been doing this for as long as I can remember, which is honestly super duper amazing. But we did something different yesterday. We talked with my Wizard Ninja friend that I've been bigging up for a little while. If you guys remember me talking about my Wizard Ninja friend in the chat at any point in the day, even if you missed yesterday, let me know in this poll. I'm going to throw up a poll while I finish getting caught up in the chat. Let's see here. Do you remember hearing of the Wizard Ninja? Yeah? No. So we're going to throw that in there. Now, obviously, anybody who was in here yesterday will remember. Does coffee count? Hey, V. Oh my goodness. Yogi says, I shall be for a bit lurking. Gotta hop in the shower. Well, I appreciate you listening to my studly voice while you're scrubbing yourself down. The last verse of Mansion by NF is very indicative of how I feel about letting people near me. Cindy, thank you for the Evo command. It's a cute dog. So, listen, Dr. Three Balls. He's gonna meet my Dr. 3 inches here. That's all I have to say. Blasted Asses, we'll see you soon, my man. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out. I hope you have an amazing day. Just makes me uncomfortable to have to choose. But really, there's no choice, so whatever. You know, Juno, I promise that you're not the only person who has shared this type of opinion. But, you know, at the end of the day, the good thing is that there really, as you said, there is no choice. First of all, I'm not making anybody choose. You know, if you guys feel like you have to make yourself choose, then I apologize, because at the end of the day, it's all about taking care of yourself, whatever that means. You know, there's a lot of time in the day. Every day is different. You can support as many or as little people as you have the capacity for. So it's definitely never about choosing. It should never feel like you have to make a choice. But if anybody ever makes you feel like you have to make a choice, keep that in mind. That's all I'm saying. Keep that in mind, because a lot of times it's the people who make you feel like you have to make a choice who maybe have made the choice for you. And I never try to, you know, make anybody choose my live over anything, even themselves. You know, you guys catch me every single day. I tell you guys, listen, if you guys only have a little bit, if you guys can't make the live, don't worry about it. But I totally understand, you know, the lives can get boring, the lives can get stale. Maybe somebody wants to go and hang out with somebody else. It's cool. Mama didn't raise no bitch. And that's one of the reasons as well why, you know, one of the things that I was considering while I'm waiting for our pool to be up, I was considering the possibility of only doing, and I'll put up a poll of this in the future, and we can talk about it during the live. But as far as one of the possible schedule changes that I was talking about in the future, now there's a chance that I don't change schedule. There's a chance that I just keep it the same 2 hours, 10 to 12. But there's also a chance that maybe I do an hour, give or take 15 minutes, you know, anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour 15. And then that would open me up to do a bonus live or an extra, you know, maybe some type of extra content, most of the time, you know, a live later in the day, whether it was going to be, you know, Fall Guys or gaming related, or it was going to be related to my Wizard Ninja friend that the question in the chat is pertaining to today. Does garlic bread count? Okay, I'll accept garlic bread. Yesterday's stream was smiley face. If you know, you are all. If you don't know, you're all legends in your own way. Just keep rocking. Big hugs to all. Kame hug. I want some garlic bread. You know, I appreciate you, Blasted Asses, again. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Cindy, I'm glad you liked the live yesterday. And as we were talking about, you know, protecting yourself. Juno, back to you, you know, not just you, but to the chat, you know, when it comes to protecting ourselves from other people, I shouldn't say just other people, because, you know, we've been talking about mental health and self-help 3-3, 50-50. Some people remember, some people don't. Well, good. because the thing of the Wizard Ninja is I've made sure that when they come up, it's very few and far between, but every now and then I maybe, you know, have quoted something that came, I wouldn't say it was a direct quote, but maybe I've cited something that had come from, you know, their mind, something that maybe I had a conversation with them. And I'm never trying to take credit for anything that I shouldn't. You know, so obviously if I would have said something that somebody else said to me, you know, I always quote, you know, Mal or Trey Beret or the Wizard Ninja when necessary. So that would be one of the reasons that you guys may have heard of the Wizard Ninja in the past. So that's why I asked. Not only that, but, you know, this is actually, most of you guys know that I moved from one side of the state to the side that I'm on now. So this is actually somebody that I've known for over 4 years at this point, and it's somebody that I've known, it's probably, well, not even probably, like without, you know, a shadow of a doubt, probably the person that I know the most well in my current area, and even farther, at least circa, you know, the last few years. You know, most people that maybe I have known, you know, I haven't gotten to know as much and whatnot. Juno says, absolutely not. I'll never see you again. Horrible schedule for me. Believe it or not, I literally have you worked into my schedule. I'm serious. Hey, Juno, and that's exactly why I said, you know, there's a chance that I will not change my schedule. Because I know there's a lot of people who have me worked into their schedule. But I also think that that's why the possibility of maybe doing, you know, an hour stream in the morning and then an hour stream later in the day, you know, that's a possibility. Or even, you know, like I said, give or take 15 minutes. So if I do like an hour 15 in the morning and then I do like an hour stream later in the day, it just opens up more options, more ideas, and that's simply all. You know, I truly feel like when bringing a new schedule to the table, it definitely helps to get the input and opinions of those who have loved and supported you, because without that, it doesn't matter what fucking time you go live if, you know, you don't show respect to the people who have supported you, then you're going to be in for a harder time. So that's why I definitely wanted to make sure, you know, I literally just considered this yesterday. We did the special live yesterday, and it actually went very well. I didn't check the analytics, but I know we actually were kicking it around, you know, the 15 mark anytime that I had looked. And, you know, not that those aren't numbers that we haven't, you know, beaten in the 2-hour morning live, but just to have the ability to be malleable, you know, that doesn't mean that we're not still gonna do, and Juno even farther to go off of, you know, maybe most days we'll hold true to the 10 to 12. We'll hold true to the 10 to 12. But if I do decide that maybe I have something else later in the day that I could do, that gives me a chance to, you know, still go live in the morning, let you guys know what I'm thinking. And I think it just seriously has potential. It's not something that I've truly considered switching to permanently, but it really, really does have some potential. Let's see, Book says, in Mansion, he talks about his memories and trauma as though they are the different rooms of a mansion. And when he gets to his insecurities, he doesn't let people in. So that's because they might disappear, and he's emotionally scared, but he's not going to give anyone the opportunity to hurt him. So by not letting anyone in, it's his fault if they desert him. Hey, that's fair. It's your stream. Bye-bye. 1 hour, we say hello for an hour, in my opinion, for what it's worth. Juno, what do you mean when you say it's your stream, ... bye-bye? 1 hour, we say hello for an hour, in my opinion, for what it's worth. And I am gonna, open this up to polls and stuff, and I'm gonna wait until we have, some more people to offer their input. And obviously, not everybody's gonna agree. And it's something that I'm gonna, bang around in my head too today. I'm not gonna make any decisions today. It's just something that I considered, As I had mentioned earlier, one of the only reasons that I chose this time frame, one of the couple of reasons, was because I knew that it was low competition, and I know that people struggle to start their days properly, or to start their days on the right foot, rather. Who's to say what's proper or not? But obviously there is more competition. The competition is fierce. And I'm a badass enough bitch to fucking deal with the competition. So if I decide to move to a more prime time, to a more prime slot, then I'm totally confident in my abilities to do such a thing. But you're right, Juno. It is my stream, so at the end of the day, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. But that's not true. I'm going to do what I want with respect to, with thought put into, what you guys think, because it's not something that I put a lot of thought into. Literally yesterday, I went live around 1:15. Let me rewind. I didn't go live yesterday because I did go live yesterday, but not at 10 o'clock. Originally, I was going to do my special guest live at 10 o'clock. But it didn't work for my special guest, and it didn't work for my ride. So I pretty much, less than 24 hours before, had to, let you guys know, hey, tomorrow's live's not going to be at 10. It's going to be at, 1 o'clock. It ended up being, 1:15. But, I lost my train of thought on why I was saying this. Oh, I remember now. So, I woke up, did my thing, I left. I was taking care of the animals, I left. I did most of the stuff that I would normally do. I left. I got there, I got to, my special guests, I got to the destination a little bit late, so actually, not late, but, right on time. So, as I was on my way, I, put a post in the Discord, which, if you guys aren't in the Discord, and you ever want to know where I am, there's a good chance that I posted it in the Discord. If anybody can think of a better way for me to make sure that people know where I am, feel free to let me know. That's also a reason, Juno, why, I thought about maybe doing something like a split schedule where I do an hour in the morning and then an hour later in the evening. That way, if I do decide to do something later in the evening, I'm not pressured, for lack of a better word, to do the whole 2 hours. So there's definitely ideas. It's definitely something that I wanted to run past you guys, like I said, out of love and respect for you guys. Let me make sure that I'm caught up in the chat. Cindy giving Megan the garlic bread. Johanna, what's happening? He's going to bang the shit out of it in his head. What am I banging the shit out of in my head? You? The best way to start your day. Is Taco saying, hey. Hey, lovely, how are you? And the hedgehogs, I enjoy your streams exactly the way it is. Another streamer, switched his, and I never see him anymore. That's fair, Juno, that's fair. And I know you had mentioned you liking the video game aspect as well, which we are going to do today. That's something that I'm going to make sure that I implement more and less, both simultaneously, depending on how I feel, how the chat's feeling. I'm definitely going to make sure that I give you guys a reason to want to be here. I try to always do that, but obviously we can't all want to be here all the time, first of all. Second of all, even if you want to be here, you can't be here. And a lot of times we talk about the whole self-help thing, the mental health thing, and we have a hard time being here for ourselves. let alone being here for other people. In Juneau, you know, people like you and so many other people have been here for me in every sense of the word. You know, been here for my lives, been here for my life, my stories, my fun, you know, my games, my whatever it may be. So, Juneau, that is why I'm asking, because people's genuine input like that genuinely matters to me. So thank you, Juneau, so much for sharing that. Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. Central Time. Friday is an after mouse stream at 11. Dr. Three Balls, that's a great idea, man. A consistent schedule like that is huge. A consistent schedule like that is huge. You will see that if you work on a schedule hard enough, other people will actually think that that has something to do, that just that time slot in general has something to do with it. They'll be like, damn, he cracked the code. That's just a fucking tight time zone. No. It's not a tight time slot sometimes. It's just because people know where to find you, and they enjoy you. So Three Balls, I strongly recommend that you try to figure out your own thing and you figure out what works, and that sounds like something that really would work. And I'm sorry that I missed you yesterday, man. I had a crazy day yesterday, and that's no excuse, but I promise you guys that I'm going to be getting better. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm getting upset. Well, Juneau, first of all, yesterday's 1 o'clock stream was strictly a one-time thing. Even if I change my schedule in any respect of the word, obviously, you know, the first part being the 10 a.m. one, which I'm not planning on changing it. To whom it may concern, I'm not planning on changing my schedule as of now. Just something I had thought of the idea of. Just, you know, now that I'm capable of a little bit more critical thinking, I was doing a little more thinking critically. So Juneau, no, you know, it wouldn't be 1 o'clock. It wouldn't be 1 o'clock. If I was to do a second stream or two shorter streams or whatever, it wouldn't be 1 o'clock. So don't twist your titties in a bunch too much just thinking about it. And it's not, you know, it's not what I need to do, and it also could always change. You know, Scooty Puff, for example. You know, I watch this guy Scooty Puff that I think a lot of you know about, and he changes his schedule like weekly almost, which obviously would be kind of a shitty thing to do. He doesn't actually switch it weekly, but like it could be different. Like, you know, randomly he's been like, all right guys, the schedule for next week is up. Like I think he might change it weekly. I just kind of see him when I see him. I don't go out of my way to see him. I just see him when I get to see him, so I couldn't tell you for sure. Juneau getting upset. Yeah, he is, Mountain Dan. I'm talking about the possibility of opening my schedule up a little bit. And I'm just getting other people's opinions, and Juneau is a big fan of what I have going on so far, which is why I want to reiterate that I'm not talking about a schedule change. I'm simply bringing it to the table and seeing what the rest of the Knights of the Round Table think about, you know, such things being danced around. Dr. Three Balls, do you think that the stream yesterday helped you get to affiliate? I would love to game with you one day a week or more. Dr. Three Balls, I would love to oblige to that. I don't know if it's something that I can commit to, you know, week to week, but it's definitely something that I can do my best. And something that we can talk about, you know, off stream when we both are voice to voice. That way we can try to make that work, because I fucking, you know, I love the balls. What up, mad yolks? What are we, a bunch of egg embryos? I'm not a mad yolk. You're a mad yolk. You're banging the schedule around in your head. You gonna bang the shit out of it. Oh, gotcha. I'm banging the schedule over and over again. I keep on picturing you watching them, and it hurts so bad. Oh, man. Nice, Cindy. I'm glad you saw Mama. If I can't be here, then I can watch replay and I'll have to catch up on how you are in Discord. I understand life changes, and sometimes our favorite streamers have to change it up. Johanna, that's true, but that's definitely not the case of what's going on right now. At least not yet. You know, obviously that's always something that could happen. Definitely not the case. Definitely just something that I wanted to bring to the table. After yesterday, after how much fun everybody had with the Wizard Ninja special stream, you know, my friend Laura, the Wizard Ninja, she's very in tune. She definitely is, you know, an energy and light worker in every sense of the word. And you know, like I had mentioned to Juno, you know, the whole 1 o'clock 1:15 thing yesterday, that was strictly a yesterday thing. That's not something that normally works in my schedule or theirs, but just kind of worked because it did. And that's why I like the idea as well. I'm going to make sure I'm catching up in the chat. But that's why I like the idea of still keeping the 10 o'clock stream going anywhere from 45 minutes to the whole 2 hours, and then saying, hey, fuck it, maybe if I have a plan for later, we'll cut it short for the morning, we'll only do this much, and then we can, you know, go help somebody else out, maybe, you know, send the love somewhere else. Obviously, you know, Johanna, like you said, you have to stay caught up in my stream. Maybe you didn't have time to come in today until 11, and if we do decide to do something like this in the future, maybe I'll already be off by then. But you would see that I was live, and you would also see that I was hosting somebody else, and then you would see, you know, via either Discord post or my schedule that maybe I was planning on doing another live later in the day or something, for example, just to kind of put you guys in my mind. Boog says, I wish I could be here for every stream, but sometimes I don't get to bed at 4 a.m. and I'm sleeping, or I wake up and left the house at 8 a.m. Exactly, you know, some people can't make this time slot, which is why doing double, not double, because obviously I would have to, if I was going to do 2 streams in a day, I'd have to cut back the time in the morning. So that's kind of what I mean when I say to do 2 times. You know, Juno, it wouldn't be the kind of thing that would just be like 1 p.m. hard. And also Boog Knight and anybody else to whom, you know, cares. I do usually, not always, but I do usually post the VOD, I guess, whatever this is called, on YouTube. And Twitch also saves it. So you can either rewatch on Twitch, you can watch on YouTube. You also don't have to, you know, this is very much so a in the moment kind of thing. It's definitely not as, me personally, I think a live stream is not as good to rewatch. It's not as good to check out on YouTube. But if, you know, you guys care that much and you guys want to watch that much, then that is an option that I have available for anybody. Johanna, I'll have to replay as well. Yes, but need more. Oh, that's great. Have you had your coffee? I wish I could be here. Is putting my schedule up here okay, or is that a dick move? Well, 3 balls. First of all, thank you for asking. Good question. Second of all, I have known you long enough, and you're not even an affiliate yet, and I have given you permission at this point to think of a schedule. This has been a group project at this point, Dr. 3 Balls, so in this situation, no, that is not a dick move. If you put your schedule up in somebody else's live unprompted, it could be considered a dick move. So it's always safe to wait until, you know, another streamer says something along the lines of like how I always give you guys a chance to you know, do that. But yes, 3 Balls, you know, you're not even a fucking affiliate, bro. I've been trying, literally going out of my way to help get you, you know, that little bit of extra love. Definitely not a dick move in my eyes on my account in the live. Eventually, you know, once you do become that big bad affiliate, obviously, you know, just like everybody else, you know, if you could wait until I mention the thing about, you know, I always give you guys, hey, right now, as a matter of fact, Dr. Three Balls, thank you for mentioning it while I'm catching up in the chat. If anybody streams, you want to let us know what you stream, you want to put your schedule in the chat, please do. Dr. Three Balls, definitely not a dick move, but there are sometimes extenuating circumstances, and that's not just, you know, to me, to my life, that's just in life. There's always going to be extenuating circumstances, you know. What isn't a dick move today, shit, maybe tomorrow I wake up on the wrong side of the bed and no, I'm just kidding. I'm not that temperamental. I can't do rest of my day without our favorite taco. You definitely don't have to, Cindy, don't worry. Heads up though, if you leave 10 a.m., I will not participate in anyone else's stream. So if that's the angle, I'm out. I promise you, Juno, that is not the angle at all. And Juno, honestly, I would love to have a personal conversation with you as well. You know, off of the live. Because obviously, you know, I know that you've been showing a lot of love and support to a lot of people, and I think that that's the least that I could offer you. You know, you have, you know, been working so hard. You've been, you know, showing so much love that, you know, if you need anything from me, if you have anything to discuss, I would love that opportunity. But that's definitely not the angle. That's definitely not the angle. Per se, at least, you know, Juno, that's definitely not the angle, but people like Evo Dance, you know, I don't know if Evo's still here, but Evo has been changing people's lives for as long as I have been on Twitch. You know, Evo has sent immaculate raids out to people who aren't used to getting more than a couple of views. So, you know, there is a chance that if I were to do, you know, 10 to 11, that I would check my live list and I would send you guys to whoever we decided as a group. You know, like Dr. Three Balls, for example. You know, I know that he's on that grind for affiliate, for example. So if I had a friend like that, you know, I would make sure that I, you know, sent you guys there. Or Witchy Woman, you know, Witchy Woman's been doing a loyal pre-taco stream for I don't even remember how long. So if I knew that Witchy Woman maybe woke up late and she didn't get to do her normal thing, or maybe didn't get to do it for as long, you know, maybe there's a chance that, you know, if she were to raid into me, go and do her mom duties, and then have time to do another live, there's a chance that I would send you over to her. Or, you know, somebody, Juno, let's say you've never streamed before and you decide, hey, fuck it, I'm going to start trying to stream. Like, it just opens it up to ideas. So, you know, the angle isn't specifically to have you guys watch other people. Obviously, I love you guys spending time with me. I would not be doing this if the angle was not for me. You know, this isn't anything that is for anything other than the betterment of the live. You know, I see Scooty Puff's live again. I'll go back to him, and I know I'm just getting farther and farther behind in the chat. I'll catch up. I, as you guys know, have to spend time staring off into space and ranting and raving. It might give me a chance to give you guys better content some days, Juno. You know, most days I might be fine to do my 2-hour normal thing, but maybe if I wake up late and I don't really have a lot planned, maybe I can just still go up and do my breakfast taco live or whatever, have breakfast with you guys, walk the dog like I know you love, and then, you know, see you guys in a couple of hours for whenever I actually have something else ready, or I have some time to do this, that, and the other thing. So there's a few different angles, but definitely nothing like that. Listening and making dinner. Thank you, Mountain Dan. What's for dinner? I downloaded DVD just for you. Ooh, Dr. Three Balls. We're probably going to have to bring back Spooky Saturday streams. Push me over 3, but my guess is that it's 2.9. Guys, make sure you take your meds, brush your hair, talk to somebody who loves you. So 15 minutes, you would stop streaming? That's ridiculous. F that. Exactly, Juno, exactly. That's why I'm saying not normally, and this also isn't something that I'm genuinely considering, but it is something that crossed my mind. Um, and it is something that may vary day to day. You know, if I decide one day, for example, Juno, you know, and this is just another example. I'm sorry if anybody's annoyed, but fuck it, it's my life. There's, you know, I'm just playing. I love you guys. Say that I'm not feeling good. Say that maybe I can only physically afford to do an hour and a half. Well, then I would have no problem cutting it early, raiding into somebody else that I love and care about, help them out with some numbers, and then I could still be open to maybe doing something later, and I wouldn't feel like I pushed too hard. So I promise you that I agree with you, Juno. I think just an hour isn't enough. That's why it quite literally, if this is something that gets utilized in the future, it will definitely be a play-by-ear kind of thing. Do what you need to do. I thought you were smarter than that, though. Juno, I don't think you know the situation, brother. I think you might want to hold your tongue and have that conversation with me before, because I'm definitely smarter than you think. I'm smarter than a lot of people think. I'm smarter than I think, and I'm learning that. Been watching a bit on YouTube when I missed the stream. Yeah, and I don't, you know, there's no pressure. Like, I don't expect any of you guys to watch the videos on YouTube, but if you do, if you feel like you want to because you missed something, then by all means, that's awesome. What was up with that dude you were going back and forth with in Al Mouse stream the other day? Well, Boog, not something that I want to talk about in detail online, but long story short, we kissed and made up. You know, this is somebody who has... You see, guys, as Al and I, you know, when we do stuff pertaining to mental health, we deal with people sometimes who have mental health issues. And not that that is an excuse, but sometimes people say and do disrespectful things, and sometimes those people need to be checked into the fucking boards, which is what happened. But we kissed and made up, and like I said, for the honor of not starting drama or talking shit in general or behind anybody's back, I would just prefer to not go into any detail, but you at least, you know, I think that that's a respectful way to explain the situation. So that's what happened. We talking about dick moves? I mean, if it feels good, then what do you mean, witchy woman? It's a horrible idea. I don't think Juno Rocks likes the idea. It's a horrible idea. That's so funny. And that's exactly why I brought it to the table, Juno. I hope you know, like, it was 100% just an idea, and I knew it wasn't an idea that everyone was going to love. Boogeyman, nothing is happening. We're talking about multiple things today. We're talking about protecting yourself from other people, whether it be their aura or their energy, but we're also talking about the possibility of different schedules in the future. Now, that's not to say that I'm changing the schedule. We're staying at the 10 to 12 slot. But I just wanted to bring up a few different ideas to you guys and see what you guys thought of them. After the success and the fun that everybody had with the Wizard Ninja special event yesterday, you know, that's honestly the main reason that we're having this conversation. I see what's going on and I'm not stupid. You definitely aren't stupid, but you definitely don't see what's going on. Juno. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You are incorrect in your assumption. You would be leaving right now. Your live is over right now. That's ridiculous. I'm a bit confused, TVH. You can't fit good content into an hour. We love you too, Taco. Juno, is it me that is pissing you off? I don't think anybody's pissing anybody off. I think that Juno just thinks that something else is going on that's really not. Because you're totally correct, Juno. You cannot fit a good quality live into an hour, but that's not what we're talking about. But I appreciate that input because you're not wrong. And that is something that I considered before I even brought this to you guys' attention. You can't fit a good quality content live into an hour, and that's why I had mentioned, going back and forth. But Juno, please pencil in some time for me today because I'd like to do a voice-to-voice with you on Discord, if that's something that we could do, like a camera-to-cam, later today, Juno, at some point, if that's something that you could do. What did Witchy say? That was she being funny. Good morning, beautiful. Oh, with the dick move. Gotcha. It was funny, Witchy. I'm just trying to catch up because I get far behind. Seems like Juno's very passionate for my boy Taco. Juno's just passionate in general. That's one of the reasons why he fits so well with the box of rocks. I appreciate you bashing around the idea with us. You don't have to. Thank you, Johanna, and I really do appreciate you guys' input. Just know that I am not going to change my schedule randomly without letting you guys know. And I'm probably not even going to change my schedule. Just keep that in mind that I'm not planning on changing anything. But days like, yesterday, for example, to know that we have already had these conversations, if something like that happens again where I have the opportunity to have like a special guest or something, and I decide to only come online for the formality in the morning, do a 10 a.m. Little hey guys, I really hope you guys have an amazing day. Fucking kick the shit out of it. Instead of me trying to get one concept to stretch 2 hours and then play a video game or something for, filler, it would just kind of give more options. And that's all. That's all. That's all. Yo, JD, what's happening? Nothing happened. We're just talking about a bunch of different stuff. But everybody thinks that something happened. Like, I definitely didn't make it seem like anything happened. But why is it an issue? He wants to do different times and change it. Well, Megan, it's definitely not like that. It's not an issue. I know exactly where Juno's coming from. I know exactly where and why Juno's coming where he's coming from. Yo, Maney Main, what's happening? Good to see ya. Now that we are fucking popping, now that we're over halfway through, I know we've got Maney Main, we've got Green Eye Witchy Woman, we've got Cinny. You three got readings yesterday by my Wizard Ninja special guest. Who else got a reading? I think maybe one other person did, because that's something I wanted to talk about today as well. Right, I'm off to make coffee. I'm going to lurk. Johanna, thank you so much. We'll see you soon. I think it's a great idea for him to add times to do more lives. Well, and that's not even... Well, I don't even think that was necessarily the question, but yes, Megan, thank you for your input as well. Boog going to make a sandwich. Hey, Boogception. Yo, we got Boog Night, Boogie Man. JD would kick my ass if I did that. Oh, why? Because she still hasn't seen your beautiful face? Or does she just roll the box of rocks with an iron fist? I'm a nobody with an opinion. I'm just a nobody. You're not a nobody. You're part of this family. That's what I'm saying, Boogeyman. I only ever stray off my schedule for work or my children, and because I'm on call, basically I may not know until the day before. Exactly, Witchy Woman. Something like that. A random... something that comes up is the main reason why I'm having this conversation. It has nothing to do with, anybody else. 3 balls, go for it. It was an amazing reading. The balls! The balls got one. That's right. I knew I was missing somebody. So yes, let me know. Boom. Okay, so I already know. The balls said it was a good reading. Maney Main said that shit was crazy. You know, I don't even need you guys to go into any more detail because I was aware. You know, Dr. Three Balls, I know you well enough. Not well enough to know if everything that was said was accurate, but well enough to know that some of it definitely was. Maney Main, I know you a little bit better than Three Balls, but still, not enough to know that everything would be accurate, but good enough to know that some of it definitely was. And same with Cindy and Witchy, you know. And the thing that I cannot stress enough, that obviously you guys might have to just take my word for it, is that Laura, you know, my Wizard Ninja accomplice, she knew nothing of you guys. You know, I'm sure that I've probably told a story about my friend Maney or my friend Witchy, you know, from a live, but it's like just conversation. You know, it's not like it's something where, you know, just two friendly stoners burning and bullshitting about our days. As you guys saw, you know, she's a mother of four. She's got a lot of shit going on in her life, and that was all just natural shit. And this is something that's interesting, you know, that I didn't really think about yesterday, but I didn't think about until today, in talking about, you know, protecting yourself from other people's energy. Well, you guys have you've heard me refer to, you know, Laura, the Wizard Ninja, as somebody who does energy work. So, protecting yourself, protecting your energy from other people is a concept that some people believe in and some people don't. Some people believe in different variations of it. And I don't really know where I stand on the whole thing. But, you know, yesterday, when I had put the offer out there, when Laura had put the offer out there to give a reading or two, you did the opposite of protecting your energy, although I'm sure that you were still protecting, and you can still protect your energy while extending it. You know, when we offer help, when we offer aid, when we offer assistance to somebody, you guys, for example, I offer my energy to you guys each and every day, but I still hold my energy and I keep it protected. Some days I do better than others. Some days maybe I extend too much of my energy and then it affects the way that I feel during the live, and you guys maybe can see that. But that's why we're going to talk today a little bit about, you know, coating your mind with gratitude, or coating your armor, you know, protecting yourself from other people's energy and stuff. And although Dr. Three Balls, Maney Main, you know, maybe you guys were going forward with these readings thinking, all right, you know, I'll extend myself, like, you go ahead and do me, but like, let's see how this goes. Like, I'm not really expecting this to go very far. You may have still been protecting your energy, but you volunteered. You offered your energy to Laura hand and foot. And when I told you guys yesterday how, like, I didn't really know, you know, before I met Laura and stuff, when it came to that whole type of thing, it's not something that I didn't believe in, but it wasn't something that I was, like, 100% in about. And, like, I figured it was somewhere in the middle, you know? But after seeing her abilities, and Cindy had asked, you know, she's been reading since she was 4 years old. But professionally, for about 15 years, I believe. I think over 15 years is what she said. Dark Metal fan, welcome in. I read that one. JD with the nut button. Sydney says it was amazing. If something randomly comes up, then of course I don't think anyone would expect you to stream when adult shit comes up. Oh, definitely, definitely, Johanna. She read me like a book. Good to know, Manny Man. I miss you, JD. I'm off for the whole week. Again, Juno. Good shit, bud. Still no pickles. Welcome in. Thank you for what I believe to be the first biddies of the live. We gotta hydrate, guys. Make sure you stay hydrated. Manny Main, and it says, I was skeptical a little, but I'll be damned if she wasn't spot on. Glad it was positive, too, though. That's the thing, too, Manny Main, is that the difference between a positive reading and a negative reading is based on your perception of it and based on the overall energy, you know, the energy of the room, the energy of the day. You know, I think by you just being skeptical, but by still opening yourself to the criticism, and I don't mean like, you know, that in a negative way, is what yielded you a better result. Had you had a more arrogant or cocky attitude towards the situation, you know, not everything that Laura maybe said to everybody in their reading would have been perceived as good to everybody. Not that anything was bad, but simply in, like we were talking about earlier, you know, sometimes you just wake up on the wrong side of the bed and, you know, you just don't take things the right way. Like I asked Al in his live yesterday, you know, does releasing a track like Anthony Bourdain, such a dark track, you know, does that fuck with you mentally? To which he, you know, said, yeah, which makes sense, you know, which is why, that has nothing to do with why, but that is just another small example of why it's important to protect your energy, and to protect yourself from other people, you know. And I'll give you another example from me, you know. If I'm trying to assist somebody with their day and they're just in a very hard place, you know, if I'm too far invested and I don't protect myself from absorbing their energy, it's going to take me to a darker place. It was a very dark place. Taco for president, to be fair. Mine was also spot on and made me feel better about shit. Good. Love supporter number 2. He has my vote. Oh my goodness, you guys are cute. So let's see here. Let me see. So we've got Pika Girl in first place after yesterday, guys. Pika Girl made it fucking rain. So many other people, you know, Witchy Woman, I know you gave some biddies and showed some love. If anybody else was showing biddies and stuff, if I missed, if I'm forgetting in the moment, it's not my intention. I do apologize. It was a lot, though. I definitely understand why people struggle to stay caught up in the chat sometimes. But it was a really, really fun live. And I definitely will gladly be doing things like that in the future. Time frame depending. I can tell you making songs, the Black Velvet died in your arms. Very mentally taxing. Spent 2 days in a closet drinking when I wrote the letter. I believe it, man. And, you know, the writing of the music is something that I don't even know that I considered whenever I had asked Mal about it the other day. I may have, but I really can't say one way or another if I did or not. Because, I mean, it wasn't the question at hand, so I don't think that I really did. I think I was more or less considering the releasing of, but I guess technically the releasing of would include the writing. So I think I was kind of, you know, talking about that as well. Cool. Just making sure that we got our game up and ready, guys. We're going to play some Fall Guys as well today. We've got another 45 minutes with you. And I appreciate everybody who's been hanging out. Like I said, Juno and everybody who was worried about me talking about the possible schedule, you know, changings in the future. It's not something that is happening. It's just something that I wanted to see how people reacted to. I would never consider doing something like that without bringing it to you guys' attention. So I definitely wanted to do that. Currently in a job meeting, but I have it muted and I am on Taco Stream because they're talking about dumb stuff. So you're saying if I dance and show you my tits, you might get distracted and laugh. Well, you can't hear me though, shit. But hey, at least I hope he saw my tits.
Did you see my underwear? Did you want to?
Putting it out as a relief to me, thanks. Ah, Boog. There you go. So that's perfect. You know, two different artists, two different inputs. You know, writing it being the darker part and releasing it being the relief. Also, I think that, you know, Bourdain had been written for a long time. Or at least, you know, longer than you had yours written. I don't know how long. Also, before I get into the game too much, I want to throw this out there that I got from Cinny. You know, I actually got, shout out to Cinny, guys. She's our Estonian potato. She is incredible. She goes live from time to time. As of right now, I don't know that she really has any schedule in particular. I know she sometimes goes live before me and before Witchy and stuff sometimes, but pretty much you just get to see her when you see her. She is the elusive Narnian potato all the way out in Estonia, but she sent me a post that said, and it was beautiful, you know, especially, let me throw a little backstory here. I'm going to full screen you for this one. I'm just cock teasing you at this point for Fall Guys, but we have spent our entire lives considering whether or not we and the people around us are pessimists or optimists. Is this a pessimistic person? Is this a glass half empty kind of person? Or is this an optimistic person? Is this a glass half full kind of person? But what we have failed to realize is that the glass is refillable. And I was almost fucking insulted when I read this, when Cinny had sent this, and my mind had fucking erupted. I was literally like, my whole life is a lie. It was almost like when I found out that croissant means crescent in French. I felt betrayed. Like, nobody fucking told me this? Was I supposed to know? It's obvious. But damn, I didn't realize it. You know, are you a pessimist or an optimist? Depends on the fucking day. Depends on my fucking mood, bitch. The glass is very much so refillable, and I am the glass. Well, thank God you motherfuckers fill me the fuck up. Thank God that I now have a full glass, because I see so many pessimists throughout my day, and knowing that I am not a glass half full or a glass half empty, I am a full cup. And I will gladly give a little water to those in need. Cinny, when you sent me this, I died a little bit inside, and I'm like, you know, as somebody who was a kid and would like the idea of being a parent sometime, you always have to think, like, what are the things, like, they always say you can't tell people how to parent. So I've always considered, you know, what are the things you should teach? Fucking that. Like, bars. The letter was put out on video when I wrote it, but I didn't actually get it recorded till like 3 or 4 years after I wrote it. Gotcha, Boog. Gab, what's going on? My cup is so full right now, I need to purchase a second one. Right, Gab? That's what I'm saying. Just woke up not too long ago, got some coffee, good stuff. Glad that everybody's doing well. We are going to play a little bit of Fall Guys. We're going to continue talking what we've been talking about, Gav and everybody hanging out with us today. We've been talking about protecting yourself from other people, you know, not just people in general, but their auras, their energies, their attitudes. You know, if you're talking to somebody and you feel like they've just got a fucking attitude, don't let it affect you so much. You know, it's not going to be the end of the world. But it might sometimes feel like it could be, because we struggle to separate our feelings from the feelings we were attempting to help them through in the first place. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to have that as the topic of conversation, because Laura, you know, my Wizard Ninja friend, she had the one day brought this to my attention, and she had given me the analogy kind of, or the act, you know, if you feel like you need help protecting yourself, whether it's your physical, your mental, your fucking just overall energy, think of it as you actually putting on a set of armor. Whatever set of armor you would be putting on, you know, fucking picture yourself in whatever way, whether you have to actively fucking feel like you're putting them on. For me, it's more of just like a mental like thing, but that helped, you know, to actively, on the days where I could feel myself kind of being affected by the energy of others or of the world or of the weather, I just felt like the effect was so much less detrimental on me when she had given me that analogy, that tool to add to my repertoire, to use when I see fit. So I don't remember if I shared that with you guys ever, but I definitely wanted to do that today, because there is always going to be energy, good and bad. You know, I myself, the one who tries their heart out to be a source of light and positivity, has days where I need to fucking double up on my armor, son. Let's see, what do I got to do here? Play any round in Ring Hexathon. Are all of these, let's see, Ring Hexathon, squads, solo, duos. So literally a little bit of everything. Alright. We got new weeklies, survival rounds, and obviously they see that the last week's weeklies sucked butt. Play Ring Hexathon, so I'm at least going to play 3 Ring Hexathons for that, it looks like. I don't know what this even is. It's a new event. What does this portray? Take part in idle games in 3 intense rounds of back-to-back Hexa Ring. I don't remember what Hexa Ring is. I don't even know what that is. Oh, I hate that one. I'm not good at that one. I suck at that one. Alright, you know what? We're talking about putting on some armor. Do I have any fucking armor to put on? Let's see here. Where's my armor? We got our Master Chief armor. Let's go. Let's go. We got any greaves? We got any body plates? Let's go. Where's our armor, bitch? I'll finish catching up in the chat, guys. I'm just looking for my armor. That kind of looks like some armor. Or a leotard. Is it armor? Or is it a leotard? Let's see here. I ain't got no good armor. I guess some good armor. That kind of looks like some armor. None of them cover the tits. Well, it's because I got the Master Chief helmet on, though. The Master Chief helmet's the one that would normally be covering the tits. Fuck it. That's armor. We can find a pattern that looks armory. Oh, you know what? I got a Master Chief one. That'll look armory. Don't know where it is. Don't know where it is, but I know it's here somewhere. I hope you guys enjoyed our 0 time today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the live. We've still got another 35 minutes, 36 minutes, and we will be here every bit of that time. Let's see. Could I get one that's like this, like chrome and like pink? That's almost perfectly matching. I like the dark and the pink. I don't think I have anything else that's even close. That kind of, but no. That's not terrible, actually. Kind of like that. We're going to go with that. This has potential? Nah. Alright, there we go. There we go. That's what we're picking. Let's see here. I'm going to make sure I'm caught up before I start this because I don't want to... Putting it out there relief. And I'm definitely almost caught up, so I'll go ahead and start the fall. Happy birthday to my daddy and Rip Maney Main. Yo, happy birthday to Mr. Maney. Today's also Dragon of Hatred and I think Trey Beret's birthday. It might not be Trey's birthday, it might just be his birthday stream. I know his birthday's coming up, but Maney, happy birthday to your daddy-o. Rest in peace to Mr. Maney. He would be proud, my man. He would definitely be proud. Punch them and walk away. LOL JK. There you go, Boog. People with attitudes don't affect me anymore, and being in customer service, I just laugh at the drama, kings and queens. Gav, I agree, but I have to disagree at the same time, because although I do agree with you, it's when you feel like you are above it that it tends, something little just brings you crashing down sometimes. So, you know, that's sometimes I feel the same, you know. Sometimes I feel like other people's energy and other people's, you know, negative fuck. That was about the worst fucking game that I've ever seen, and I can't believe I just died on that quickly. I'm honestly offended. Cinny, I literally have no chocolate left at all. In my defense, I shared a bar of it with the Wizard Ninja. I gave her, you know, 90% of one of the bars, but I have none left. Happy birthday, Papa Maynard. Happy B-Day to the Main's dad. Trey Bear birthday also today. Show him some love if you get a chance. Definitely, guys. And actually, Main, I'm glad that you mentioned that. I believe that may be where we send you beautiful people to at least send him a little bit of love later, you know. But we still got some time, so we can still think on it. We can still decide. We gotta hydrate. Did you do something to stop my drowning? I forgot to fix it, but yes. Yes, I did. Not your drowning in particular. Mostly Drago the Dragon Lord's drowning. But yes, I did. But I didn't mess it up because I was pretty sure I made it to where each person could do it 10 times per hour or whatever, which is still a ridiculous amount. But I think maybe I fucked it up, so I have to fix that. I figured that was a better, it was either that or making it more expensive. I felt like the limit was better than making it more expensive because I don't want to make shit expensive, you know. I want to make sure that you guys have fun with these lives. I want to make sure that these lives hold true to what they were always supposed to be. I can only do one every 10 minutes. Hey, that's not bad, though. That's not bad. One every 10 minutes. Smoke time, smoke time, smoke time. Grab your smokes, are you listening, folks? It's time for us to take our tokes. When it comes, you know it's time to smoke. And I'm Dankrupt, so make sure you guys are taking hits for me. I did make that up on the spot, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Because Main, as he says, I got those bars, son. I played a round of Fall Guys, and my top half glitched, and I was just a bone. I looked like a ham with a bone sticking out. Dr. Three Balls, that was not a glitch. Were you wearing the Among Us tops and bottoms? That's an Easter egg. That's not a glitch, dude. I was freaked the fuck out. Guys, make sure to host if you want to, please, and thank you. Those were some bars. Damn. Yeah, what they were always supposed to be. The drowning of the taco. Yes, Bug. I definitely want you guys to be able to still have fun with your drownings. So I will fix it so that it's not just once every 10 minutes. That's not what I wanted it to be. I felt like 10 in an hour was fine, but one every 10 minutes, that's not fun. I still think you guys should be allowed to drown me. Some people just love sopping wet, moist tacos, you know, what can I say? Dankrupt, yes, Main. Hi, Greenie, I'm always smoking for you, Taco Man. Look, That's what I call a fucking friend. That's what I call service and a smile. You know, Gav knows that I'm over here spanked to the dang, and he's just making me feel fucking warm and fuzzy and stony and baloney inside. My man. I'm okay with like every 90 seconds. Honestly, if it was even every 90 seconds, I could deal with that. It's when I look up and I think I have nuisances in the chat, but it's actually just 35 hydrates, and I'm like, well, this is how you get kidney issues. Make my balls warm and fuzzy. Are you gonna shotgun my ball bag, bro? Bet. Service with a smile. Gav, you smooth son of a bitch. The man who is more smooth than the cream cheese spread on my bagel, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are showing that utmost love and support to Gav So Smooth. How is the job going, my man? At this point, it's not even a new job. It's just the same old. I love whenever I work in the same type of place, Gav. So I definitely hope that you're enjoying it as much as I did before I realized that I was working for individuals who were scam artists who really didn't care about the people or the medicine. It's good. Feel like a working man. Good. I really like the idea of doing something like that again, Gav. You know, especially with me being in the state that I am, I think that that's something that I actually will look into, because obviously I've moved since my last shop. I wouldn't want to work at my last shop anyway, and they wouldn't take me back even if I wanted to. I think that's a good idea. I think that is something that I'm going to look into for myself, Gav. So thank you for the inspiration. You know, something that I talked about yesterday, you know, some words from one of your lovely moderators, Megan. Be strong, because you never know who you are inspiring. Yeah. Fuck! You know, you very much so did inspire me. Even if you didn't really feel like you did, even if maybe it was just a little thing. That's definitely something that I have strongly, you know, been thinking about and considering. Guys, make sure you take your meds today. You brush your hair, brush your teeth. You know, we remind you of these things because important self-care is just that. Caring for yourself. And if you're not caring for yourself, then how the fuck are you going to expect anybody else to give a fuck about you? It's a fool's errand. So take care of yourself. Reach out to people who you love. Take care of them. And the universe will take care of you. You know, you still have to put the right steps in. It's not like you can just fucking expect things to fall in front of you. But you need to put the right foot forward, or else you are simply going to fall. That's how walking works. I've had all 2 jobs I'd ever go back to. Right, Bug? Seriously. Yay, I inspire people. Cindy's here to help. Cindy, I know. You know, Cindy, you've been here to help so many of us. Gav, you're such a fucking helpful individual. You've been around for so long. So many of you guys are so beneficial. No matter how long or little you've been here, you guys are all incredible. I do want to ask, you know, I don't think I asked yet, and I will actually pull this one up. Did you guys enjoy the special live yesterday? Enjoy the special live yesterday. So I'm either going to say yes, no, or didn't make it. Now I hope that didn't make it doesn't win, obviously. So I don't really care what wins. I'm obviously going to, you know, be paying attention to the answers and stuff so that I can see if people did or didn't. That way, you know, if you really didn't, you don't have to put yourself out there. But if anybody wants to put themselves out there and let us know why you did or didn't, or if you just didn't make it, you can let us know in the chat. But we honestly just hung out with a friend. My friend Laura, the Wizard Ninja. She is a very intuitive person. As some of you guys got to notice firsthand yesterday. And I really, really hope that you guys had fun, because I know that I did. I know that it was new, it was weird. We didn't even have a full 2 hours, and that was because of scheduling on my side. You know, I had things that I needed to attend to. So if that is something that we're going to do in the future, and I believe it is, it won't be exactly the same, but it will be very informal, for lack of a better word, just like yesterday was. You know, it's going to have a lot of the same vibes that this live has, because at the end of the day, it's just either me and Laura adding a few more people to our hangout sesh, or me and all of you guys adding one more person to our hangout sesh. So that's why I wanted to make sure that I brought it up to you guys today in the live. I wanted to make sure that it's something that you guys enjoyed, because it's something that me and Laura have been talking about doing for a very long time. Something that we've been talking about doing in one way or another, you know, and I'm really, really glad that it finally got to be brought to fruition. If you guys don't know, now you do know. I'm live at every day, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, the OG morning session of the day, trying to be the light and positivity that I want to see in the world. So if you guys want to participate in that and enjoy, then welcome. You're here just in time. I don't really look at it as helping, I just talk. But Gav, you know how many people are not willing to just talk? In a world where miscommunication is quite literally going to be the extinction of our species, you are moving mountains no matter how the fuck you try to dilute it. I understand that you're just talking, and good. Don't think of it as helping, because I don't want you getting too full of yourself. No, I'm just playing. But, you know, it's fuck! It's the little things that count. It really is. You know, just having somebody there to talk to is sometimes all that a person needs to truly get off of their feet and let their wings fucking flap. Didn't make it yesterday. I was doing yard work and moving shit around, bed furniture, etc. Well, plus it wasn't something, I didn't really know ahead of time that it wasn't going to work during my normal, you know, schedule. So I really didn't have a lot of time to tell you guys about it. Like, I didn't even know about it, you know, at my live the day before, that I wasn't going to have time. Let me see, where am I? Alright, I already completed my daily things. I have to do any round in duos, so I'm going to go ahead and switch the show to duos, especially because I suck at that one. And finish catching up in the chat. That's funny, because I get full of myself easily. That's why I got to discipline myself and stay humble. I don't get full of myself easily, but some people still think that I am full of myself, and to those people I say... I didn't even know it switched. By the time I had time, it was like 1:30, and I thought no one was live, or I'd have showed up. Literally, dude, I went live at like 1:15. I was live from like 1:10, 1:15 until like 2:45. So I was live for about an hour and a half. And next time we do something like that, it will be a little longer. It was definitely a little rushed. That was on me. But I feel like you didn't really get that vibe from the live. You know, I felt like it went very well. So 2 people didn't make it, but 2 people enjoyed it. Nobody that made it, that was able to vote, didn't enjoy it. So that's good to know. That's good to know. Anything from Duncan? That cake batter thing wasn't too bad. That cake batter thing was not too bad. I don't see a voting booth. No worries. 4 apple fritters and a vanilla latte. Hello, Shorty Pants. Yo, Pie Shell, what's going on? Pie Shell, I don't think we saw you, which is totally fine. Yesterday, I did a special live to anybody who missed it, and it was a live with my good friend Laura. I've known for, over 4 years, probably 5 years at this point, and they are a very intuitive person. They are a light worker. They are an energy worker, and if you don't know what that means, basically, it means that they can pick up on the fucking vibe and read it like a pop-up book. And my good friend Laura, I wasn't really expecting her to do readings per se. I was, but because we had talked about it, but I didn't know what to expect, how in depth or in detail. And I thought that she definitely gave, I believe she did 4. She did very good, very in depth. It was a really good time. I think that everybody who was there enjoyed it. We had a good amount of activity in the chat. We had a good amount of people watching, and you know that I never care about that. But just because I had the phone in front of me, I was able to see the numbers. Only when I clicked on the thing, but I don't remember. I honestly don't remember. It's really something that I wasn't paying attention to. It was just kind of something that I had on my mind from time to time. Yes, I did see that the poll is over now. Thank you, Gav, for letting Maynard know. All I hear is game music. Hey, my main. You guys should have told me the game was too loud. That's okay, though. That's my bad. Pie Shell, it's because I have but I have my microphone. So that should be better. Pie Shell, thank you for letting me know. If somebody else did let me know, I apologize. Pie Shell, thank you. She did really well, and I really liked yesterday's stream. You are so tiny and cute. I have to put you in my pocket. The game was fine to me. Pie Shell is just deaf. Cool. Well, that's good. Also, different speakers in different devices. Evo Dance. You guys know I was just talking about him earlier. And he's, 50% of our music that we play during the live. He sometimes is very, very quiet to me whenever I go into his live. And other people are like, he's a little quiet, but he's all right. And then, I'll go in on another device, and I'm like, oh, wow, the range is so much better on this device than the other device. So it's weird. Sometimes it's just a you thing, but regardless, whether it's Pie Shell or everybody, I want to make sure that, obviously, you don't really... Fall Guys isn't a game that you really have to hear, so... Cindy with the Evo command. I'm an old motherfucker. Game was fine to me. Boog with the BRB. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Ooh, what a headbutt. Oh, good save. You guys got that. Alright, I got this side. I've been doing this side the whole time. I'm going to stay. A lot of people ball chase, so I'm going to just stay over here. No. No. Who we got on defense? Come on, Among Us guy. Woo! Acting like this is like a fucking... Who we got on defense? No. Yeah. I feel like I gotta stay over here. I feel like I gotta play some D. Gotta play with some D. Some dirty D. I don't think I have to grab anybody. Oh, you know what? I think there's season challenges where I have to grab people. Does this count as my grabs? I have to grab people so many times in team game modes. Does this count? Do you think this counts? I was grabbing someone. No, get it. No, no. Nah, so close, so close. All right, let's see here. But I like the music. I can, well, you get the game music. I could definitely turn it back up if you guys aren't getting it. Good thing I'm pocket sized. Yo, Amazing Horror Everywhere, welcome in. You can play with these balls. I got you. Rocket League and Fall Guys, basically main. No, it's okay, I'm just trolling. Damn you, Gav. You damn trolls. You trolls, get off my lawn. So, I already asked you guys about everything that I had to ask you about, but we're talking about coding our minds in gratitude today, guys. We're talking about protecting ourselves from other people, their energies, their agendas, their negative perceptions of the world or us or situations. And you know, the coat your mind with gratitude, this is actually something that I had seen on a Steve Harvey video this morning. And it was interesting because I was already thinking about talking about the armor thing that I had mentioned with, you know, protecting yourself from other people's, you know, energy, their negativity and whatnot. And Steve Harvey had basically said that to combat negativity, you know, negativity, basically something along the lines of negativity cannot survive in part with gratitude. Because if you are grateful, if you wake up, before you leave the house, if you find all the reasons that you have had to be grateful in the last couple of days, couple of weeks, whatever, you will go about your day a lot better. And I thought that was a very interesting concept, and it was one that I was very excited to share with you guys, and it was one that I was very excited to test for myself and see how it went. So I definitely wanted to mention that as well, you know, in honor of us, you know, protecting ourselves, protecting our, you know, energy, and, you know, trying that, you know, maybe that suit of armor that we had talked about, or maybe, you know, coating your mind with all of the reasons that you have to be grateful. You know, I hear somebody, you know, tell me a story about their life, and I'm like, wow, you know, I've been through some shit, but I am grateful that I did not have to go through some of the things that some of the very people who have heard my voice have had to go through. And that alone is something that I definitely don't think about often enough. And, you know, sometimes it's not even something that would get my mind out of a dark place, even if I were to think of it. But, you know, as I had mentioned, the thing that Cindy sent me with, you know, whether or not you're a glass half full kind of person or you're a glass half empty kind of person, maybe it depends on the day. Well, regardless of the day, the glass is refillable. It's going to get dranken up, and it's going to need refilled. And if you are not putting yourself in places where your cup empties, then I truly do not believe that you are in the right place. You know, if you are not trying to better yourself and better the world around you and be a bucket filler instead of being a bucket dipper, in the words of our friend Apex Irish's little girl, you know, something that she said that really, really has resonated with me today. And I almost shouted them out earlier, but I haven't seen Apex in a minute. But regardless, you know, much love to you wherever you are, brother. You're not putting yourself in the right areas. And if you do not have people around you who are selflessly and for no reason other than seeing you smile and seeing the change in the way that you live your life, if you do not have people filling your glass when they see that it's empty, then again, you are not in the right place. Just like any host, you come to my house and your glass is empty, I will refill it. Well, This is our fucking world. If somebody's glass is empty, we refill it. That's what we do as humans. But far too often, we do not have people ready to fill our cup up for us. And it's because of that we go around with an empty cup, just mad and thirsty. And then it rains one day, or somebody accidentally spills some water into our cup, or we think that it was an accident, and then we find out that, you know, maybe they meant to, you know, somewhere down the road. But regardless of how you got that, you know, water in your cup, you got a choice. Are you going to hoard this water for yourself? Or are you going to walk past somebody that you see maybe has more water in your cup and you're going to take some for yourself? Or are you going to maybe see that their cup isn't all the way full, and regardless of you maybe not being at a half a cup yourself, you give what you can and just keep enough for yourself? No matter how the analogy, you know, gets said, no matter how we break it down to ourselves, at the end of the day, we're just here trying to make shit make sense to one another, trying to be here for each other in a world that was never here for us. You know, the other day we talked about how to break the cycle. And I think the best way is to fucking be the thing that breaks the machine. And make everybody take a look and figure out what's broken. You know, at this point, if there is anything wrong with us, if there is anything broken about our society, it is the people who have buckets and troughs and oceans, and yet they still dip into our cups. Forget the fact that they've got so much that they don't need anything else. They're going to make us feel bad for the droplets that we have when they've got millions and billions. This is something that we see every day in so many different ways, and I could take this to a societal place. I could take this to a political place, but I won't, because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, politics and society and everything, you know, that's not my fight. That's not my bag, at least not at this point. You know, my fight is within myself, and it's within each and every one of you amazing individuals. And I'm here to fill your fucking cup. I don't care how low mine is. And if you live your life the same way, you will get gratification. It will not be instant. But people will be grateful. You will find those people. Unfortunately, it requires us to sometimes be slapped and smacked and taken advantage of. But at the end of the day, I'm just one more fuck up who feels out of place in this fleshy meat suit, trying to be the light and positivity that I want to see in the world. And I appreciate all of you guys for being here with me, for taking your time, spending time with me. Let me see here, where are we at? Rocket League and Fall Guys. How my favorite taco doing? What's up, Navy Psychonaut? You just got way louder once you switched back. Yes. So I need to fix that. Gotcha, Manny Main. Thank you, if that was you or somebody else, for letting me know that. It's because of the new mic, and I think I'm going to start using this mic more. I didn't realize that it was just easy to... Let's see here. Full screen. Let's turn this up. Turn that up. So that should now be somewhat relevant to this one. Wait. Why is... This doesn't even have a mic. I wonder if this is getting... I wonder where this is getting sound from. I know so little about streaming, guys. It's laughable. Hi, Shell. Yes, Babyface Taco. Navy Psychonaut. Good to see you. Toxic Tatted Nightmare. How's it going? Good to see you. I'm trying to think up a stream schedule. Mal is live after I eat my dinner on Monday through Thursday. It's always good to consider, you know, what other people have going on. It's always to consider what your target audience would be. But, you know, Gav, at the end of the day, there's only 24 hours in the day. And, you know, we're going to have people who stream at the same time as us. You know, I think that, you know, if we truly love and respect one another, we have to just kind of acknowledge that and admit that to ourselves. So definitely, it's always hard, in working together a schedule. It's very tricky. Not just getting a schedule, but actually being able to stay on schedule. So definitely, consider, all the possibilities if you, truly, sit down and figure it out on paper. One of the things that's really going to help is your work schedule. If your work schedule is the same every week, then that makes it a little bit easier. If you're going to stream on the same days regardless of your work schedule, then that is also very helpful. If you're not planning on streaming every single day, then that makes it a little bit easier to find, times that work for you. That was my photo. Do you want to take me out on a date? I want to take you out on a date. Only if you pay. Heads up. I ain't no cheap date. Just fucking with you. That's what I told him. He can't read. Tried to do a cooking stream today, but not sure what to cook. Trying to do a cooking stream. Ooh. Hey, Navy Psychonaut, if you got a couple things in mind, let me know. I can throw it up in a pool real quick. But guys, we've only got another 4 minutes. So once this game is over, if I've got time to throw up a quick pool for Navy Psychonaut, I'm going to. We can find out maybe what he's going to cook for you guys today. Navy Psychonaut's a gamer. He is a chef. Navy, feel free to let us know what time you're going to go live. If anybody else has anything going on today, let us know what time you'll be up. I struggle with making meatloaf. Can you try that? Bet. Meatloaf. There it is. Meatloaf it is. I don't know. Panella. Man, I have crawfish in the freezer. Gumbo sounds good. Crawfish gumbo. Never had it. You can fill my cup, but can you fill my butt? Well, Dr. Three Balls, I don't know if you knew this or not, but the best part of waking up is taco filling your butt. So, yes, I can actually. And you can feel my butt. But can you fill it up? Can you fill up my butt? I can fill up my butt. No, okay, I'm sorry. Too far, Taco. Mighty Maney. Ooh, I like that. That'll be that's got to be the new name of the live Maney Main. The Mighty Main Minute. The Mighty Maney Minute. I only know how to cook very little, LOL, but I think I do make good mac and cheese. Do you make it from scratch or do you make it out of the box? Either way, congratulations. That's the thing that people with depression will never understand. I'm sorry. That's the thing that people without depression will never understand. The fact that it is sometimes too much to even put together a fucking box of mac and cheese. That's one of the reasons why I like the idea of doing like salads for lunch. Because sometimes I just feel so shitty that I don't feel like sometimes I feel so shitty that I really don't feel like making anything. And it's all I can muster up to just grab a fistful of lettuce, throw it in a bowl, decide, hey, I'm not fucking too shit out on luck to throw some cheese in there and throw some dressing on it. Like, it's easy. It's healthy enough. That's why more often than not, I'll do a little salad for lunch, because if I'm feeling a little bit more creative about it, I can dice up some tomatoes or other veggies or onion, or you could even grill up a little meat, if you want, or even take some lunch meat and fucking rip it up if you're really, not feeling, like cooking nothing. There's options. That's all I'm saying. Stovetop stuffing makes good breadcrumb for meatloaf. Really? Meatloaf will be fun. I make a mad meatloaf. Fed is edible sometimes. It's not. It's a 50-50 chance. Yo, Hannah, that's the risk you run, but hey, at least you're being creative with it. The Mighty Minute with Maney. Ooh, the Mighty Minute. Here's your host, Maney Main. The Mighty Minute with Main. I make it out the box. There you go. I make a good homemade mac and cheese. I do. It's thicker than my fucking cheeks, but it is good. Just heard of that 2 days ago. I have that problem too when I try new recipes with food I'm not used to. I'll throw the time in the Discord around 5 p.m. Thank you, Navy Psychonaut. I will definitely try to make it. What's your meatloaf recipe, Taco? I don't remember. I'd have to find it and send it to you. Get the savory stovetop. I make a mean scallop potatoes dish. 3rd time's a charm. We'll send pictures. Oh yeah, Manny, do you do this? Obviously not boxed. Obviously, it would be an insult for me to say that to assume. That's awesome though, Manny. Let me see who we've got. Guys, our live is now over. We did mess around today with the idea of potentially in the future doing some more special lives. And if that does happen, we will still do the 10 a.m. lives, but they may differ, they may change up a little bit, but nothing's happening anytime this week. If anything does, you guys will be the first ones to know about it. Let's see here. Let's see. So we've got options. Listen, I think because of the birthday, I think we got to get into this. I think we got to get, knuckles deep into Trey Beret. If anybody disagrees, speak now or don't, because either way, I think that's the least we could do for the birthday boy, for the leader of the Ratchet Resistance, for somebody that has showed so many of us so much love and appreciation. I think that raiding into the birthday boy Trey Beret is something actually that we could do, but is something that I cannot do from my computer, so I have to remember that. So let's go see what Trey Beret's up to for his birthday. Even if you guys can't hang out for long, I would definitely appreciate, a little bit of emotes or something, maybe some little birthday hats. I think I have birthday hat tacos. That's not going to work, that raid. Why? There we go. Let me see. Do I still have the birthday hat tacos? Trey Beret. Let me see if I still got the birthday hat tacos. I know I was moving stuff around. I think I kept them. Hey! As long as they're not forbiddy, as long as they're not a bit emote, we do got the birthday hat. So, guys, we got 14 people. Hell yeah, I didn't even know I had that many people rocking. We're down to 13 because somebody decided the last minute that they hate me. But that's fine. I'm just teasing. I will see all of you beautiful people over at Trey Beret's. We had an amazing live. We all have this open and honest line of communication all the time, so I don't even have to say goodbye. Because not only are most of us going to go over to Trey's, but I'll either see you in Al's live, or I'll see you in one of the Discords, or I'll see you tomorrow. I love you guys. I hope you guys work on yourselves. I hope you protect yourself from other people's negativity. I hope you wear your armor. I hope you coat your mind with gratitude. And I hope you all have an amazing, amazing day. If only there was a guy that helped you every step of the way, that was live and introduced you to a bunch of people, including Trey Beret. Thanks again. Very true. Very, very true, Al Mao. If only. If only. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a shot or if that's supposed to be something else. But I don't think you want to have that conversation online, my man. I know you don't want to have it personally. But on that note, I hope everybody has a great day today at Trey's. And I will see you there. I'll see you at Mouse. And I'll see you later.
Damage goods, I will build this bridge and get over it.
We all do so. I tell you, I am definitely damaged goods. Yeah, you know it. Check it.